Good evening, my fellow exorcists, and welcome to Lair the Film Exorcist. Tonight I will be reviewing Kotaro Lives Alone. An unpopular manga artist has to care for his new neighbor, a 5-year-old child living alone. Okay, so this anime is really fucking cute. First moment I started watching it, I could not get over myself. Like, I was fangirling over how adorable Kotaro is. My god, he is so fucking cute. Every episode takes place, it's been done before. The plot line of a character has to take care of a younger sibling. This one puts a huge fucking twist on it. Like, instead of them being related to that character or being a friend of the character, like a family friend who has to take care of them, it's this really young little kid who lives alone all by himself, and his neighbors have to help out to take care of him as like a precaution because he essentially lived with very abusive parents and had to grow up very fast and is still learning the ways of the world, but he also is pretty great at surviving. This kid is amazing with the way he talks. He literally speaks the entire show like one of those old feudal lords. He sees it as that's how you're supposed to treat everyone. He's essentially growing up a very proper man, and this is due to his home life. I mean, again, I said it before, but he's essentially, he had to grow up really fast. I mean, the kid's only like 4 years old, but he had to grow up really fast because his father was an abusive drunk who abused his mother. It was just male misogyny in Kotaro's house, and his mother ends up leaving him, neglecting him for years, and we don't find out until later on her official fate. She was also known as Karino, and it's actually it makes this series a whole lot more heartbreaking because you hear Kotaro talking about how he wants to see his family again. He wants to become stronger so his father would respect him, and he wants to be the proper son who can take care of his mother because this kid is so naive. I mean, he's so clever and so smart, but he's also so clueless at what was going on in his household and why his mother left and why his father has a restraining order put on him. I mean, also, it's kind of embarrassing that this show is only like 10 episodes because I was hoping it would be 12, so then we would get more of Kotaro's story, but I mean, you never know. Netflix just posted this anime this year. Like, this is the first new anime I've watched in the past couple of years. Thank you, Netflix, for posting this. Like, I heard a lot of people watched it during the first time that it came out. A bunch of the people in my trans group were telling me to go watch this, and I'm glad about it. I mean, this series touches on a lot of things, like the problem with if a mother leaves their child alone and neglects them without feeding them, they might end up eating tissues because apparently tissues are like edible and they have a taste and a scent that smells and tastes edible, but it's not, and it's not a good substitute for actual food. This just plays on the huge effect of what abusive, neglectful parents can have on a kid, and they did it so masterfully that you can kind of put together all the hints that are said throughout the story. You feel so bad for Kotaro that he has no clue what's going on, but also he's able to take care of himself so well, and he's just like this fine gentleman. And trust me, when I was going into this, I thought, oh, this is just gonna be one of those silly little anime where the kid's just gonna be this adult in a child's body, and they're going to be. I thought it was just gonna be one of those comedy shows, but apparently it's a lot deeper and a lot darker than we think. I mean, we also see one of the original tenants of the apartment complex, Mizuki. She ends up leaving during the one of the episodes because she's dealing with problems with her boyfriend, who abuses her, and that's how we lose her. And instead, we get another character to replace her, Sumari. She's more of a supporting character. She comes in later, and she's got this like problem with children where she doesn't have the motherly instincts that most would because of how her mother would treat her. Like both Kotaro and her mother had to use gloves to touch them. Like they couldn't stand the feel of their children, and so they had to use gloves to bathe them and dress them and even come near them. And it's just like, if you're gonna be like that, why even be a parent? Like, that is just. This shows how horrible some parents are. We also have this other father who he's not allowed to see his son due to a custody battle, and he can only see him certain times, and his wife has been lying to their son and his father about them not wanting to see each other. And this tenant is called Isamu, who essentially uses Kotaro as like a replacement for his son, kind of. Like, he gives him gifts that he wishes he could give to his son. You feel bad for this guy. I mean, he can be kind of a scumbag during most of the show, like how he's so unwilling to give Kotaro his space and other things, like just how he turns to violence a lot of the times when he sees something he doesn't like the investigator that comes to live with them, who's supposed to be reporting to Kotaro's father. And I mean, he is a good father. Like, during the episode, he tells his son to listen to his mother, and it's just him sneaking out and worrying his mother was not right. And he's actually a really good character and has a lot of development. Now, I know we haven't talked about Karano much, the caregiver, or the main caregiver. So yeah, he's a failed manga artist whose art kind of sucks. Like, his story is really good, but the art is, as his manager Fukano tells him, it's too old style. Like, they're looking for something new. It's meh. And he needs to really work on it. And you just see Kurno is essentially a father figure to Kotaro. Like, the guy is always there for him. He's always worried about him. He's the proud father sometimes. He's the older brother. He's willing to do whatever it takes to make Kotaro happy, just like the rest of the tenants in the apartment complex, and apparently everyone else in the neighborhood who knows Kotaro and knows why he lives there. And he's just a really good character, a really good father figure, and I'm pretty sure most of us wish we had someone like Kurno. I also love how, like, there was this one episode where the private investigator, no, Mizuki loses her underwear, and so they hire the private investigator to look for the underwear, and they instantly after they find it, they blame Kurno immediately. Like, the guy's not a bad guy, so why the fuck would you think he's a pervert like that? And essentially, it turns out it was a cat that was tearing up her underwear and making it more dirty, and just like, so you blame this guy for a cat's mistake? Like, what the hell? I mean, this guy's the nicest guy in this series. I mean, I love the little joke where someone calls him Kotaro's father, and he's just like, I'm in my 30s. Could it have happened? Like, why does everyone say that I'm his father? Like, what's going on here? And it's like Kotaro just slanders the guy with the words, "Oh, you're nothing like my father. You would be a discredit to my father." And it's like just a straight shot to the balls right there. I mean, also Kotaro is a huge reason why Kurno's art does get better later on, and he has a huge influence on him to be a better person. I mean, we also see one of Kurno's uh, other ex-girlfriends in this. Like, we see one at the beginning, we see another one near the end, and she is trying to push him to continue with his manga because his manga is about to gain a possible mini series, also a possible full-on series, and she's trying to push him to work on it more and focus less on Kotaro, and he can't do this because he cares about Kotaro so much, and he even tells her, nothing's gonna change. My schedule's not gonna change because I do care about him, and I'm willing to put my life on the line for this kid. And it's just like a proud father moment in there. But yeah, this is a really cute show, and just story is good. It's slow, but like the other anime, unlike the other anime, who I wasn't too happy about how slow some of them might have gone, or like Dagashi Kashi, how slow that was and how boring that was. This one, the slow pace works because it helps the story. It helps us learn more about uh, Kotaro and Kurno, and it gives us time to think about what's going on. It also takes time to show us all the different kinds of neglectful parents there can be, or how some good parents might not think about the effects on other people, like this one mother during the series who she has her daughter go hang out with Kotaro a lot, and we find out it's because she's worried about what the other parents would think, since her and her husband and their daughter are being forced out of their home, and she's worried that her daughter might get bullied, but also it's causing problems for Kotaro. Bravo. Bravo for making a really good slice of life anime that did something really different with a really interesting uh, plot and idea. But yeah, I'm definitely giving this an 11 out of 11. Uh, there's really nothing else I could say about this except go watch this. Like, if you haven't already, go watch it. It's pretty much on the opening page of your Netflix account. It's right there as the #1 anime so far. So go watch it right now. Once you're done with this review, go watch it. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, click the little notification bell for more of our content. And for anyone who might be confused by the new name that we have over our channel, things weren't going so well with the name Film Exorcist. Too many people were getting sent to the actual movie The Exorcist. So me and Silva decided to change my character's name to Filmaru permanently. Like, we're taking the holiday Christmas character and we are making that the official name of this character. So from now on, it will be Filmaru and Cinema Witch. So yeah, just want to let you guys know about that right now, since this will be one of the first videos since the change, and I wanted to clear up some of the confusion. But yeah, uh, have a great night, and for all the parents out there, don't neglect your kids, because you're only hurting them and you're causing them to lose their childhood and grow up a lot faster than they should. So think about that. Have a great night, guys.